Okay, part two. We're continuing on. We get the canoe out, and like I said, it snapped right back into shape, but it had this giant crease on one side. The other side was okay. The one where it was actually bent around, it had this big crease, but it didn't break, it didn't crack. And I said, okay. So I yelled for his brother to come on, give us a hand. And we got the thing up and we dumped it all out, and we went and walked it around this tree through the river. We're wore out. I mean, it took everything we had. We were in our early 20s. I mean, we were both pretty strong dudes. Everything we had to get this canoe, because I wasn't going to buy it. He didn't want to buy it. His brother, he was a younger guy. He didn't have no money. So we get around. And them guys are still yelling, where are you guys at? Where are you guys? We can hear them yelling through the woods. They're downriver. Well, come on, what are you guys doing? You know. I said, yeah, we're coming. Hold on. So we get back in the canoe. And then I really told his brother, I said, don't move. I don't care what happens. Don't move. Don't just sit there like a log. Okay. And we get going. And now we got the hang of it. Now that we took two big dumps, almost lost the canoe wedged under this friggin' tree, and we're going down. We catch up with them guys, and they're sitting there having a smoke and saying, what the hell's going on? They're drinking beers. I said, man, you wouldn't believe. I said, you know, the log you went around, I said, it was wedged in there like you wouldn't believe. Because this was maybe a half hour or more, probably 40 minutes after they went through there. And anyway, so my boss, the guy, the manager that ran the shop, he had a fishing net. He said, here, and he had in the fishing net all our sandwiches. He says, I snagged all these for you. They floated down. I said, oh yeah, thanks. I said, they're no good now. They're all soaking wet. And I said, I'll drink one of your beers. Okay, had a beer. Took a break, had a smoke. He says, that was the easy part. I said, you shit me, right? He says, we got two sets of rapids we got to go through. He says, they're not really rapid, crazy rapids. He says, but it's fast moving water, and there's rocks, and there's little obstacles. He says, you think you guys can handle it? I said, we're ready. We're like two Indians now. I said, but please take his brother and put him in your canoe. You're by yourself. That's why we kept falling in the water. We just can't. He said, okay. So he took his brother, Elvis's brother, and yeah, we go downstream a little farther, maybe about an hour or so, and we come to the first set of rapids. And so another one of the set of guys, they went through, they dumped. They were in the water. They crashed. The next ones went in. They almost made it through. They dumped. Then it was up to my boss with little Elvis's brother. I said, you gonna make? He says, oh yeah, it'll probably. He goes through, dumps. So I look at Elvis. I said, man, we already look like fools. We're not gonna dump anymore. He says, no. I said, here's the secret to going through this, from what I can see. Paddle and don't stop. Just paddle like two Indians on the warpath, and I'll steer in the back and just keep paddling. And don't stop. Okay, so we went through there as fast as we could, straight through. That was great. And we did the same thing at the next set of rapids. Couple of guys, they dumped their canoe. They were in the water. We went straight through. And actually the second set of rapids was bigger. Had bigger rocks, and it had a little more obstacles. But we went straight through like two Indians. By that time we were almost dry. And then we ended up coming out to a beautiful pond. And you go across the pond, and then the river widens out quite a bit, and it was beautiful. Beautiful. Picture perfect scenery. Nice and easy, just paddling along. I wished I brought some fishing poles. Probably was a good fish in there, but I didn't. But that was a crazy adventure. That was on a Saturday after work, or no, a day off. And that was probably, trying to think. Now, I went canoeing one other time shortly after I moved here to Florida with a guy. Actually, it wasn't a canoe, it was what they call a canoe. It had a small engine on the back. And that thing was pretty cool, actually. But canoeing, paddling, no, I haven't been since. I think I had enough with that adventure. But Elvis, if somehow you see this, you see me here on YouTube, you're still around, contact me or let me know in the comments. Hey, you're still around, you're still kicking, because that was 40 plus years ago. I don't know. Like I said, last I knew, you had moved to Arizona. I know some other people I went to high school with, they went to Arizona. And I came down here after a few years out of high school, and I know some other people moved down here too, but there was nothing going on up there in New England. Most people, well, there was work, but there was a recession going on. Things were slow, so my father was here, my two sisters were here, so I said, well, I'll move down here and see what's going on. But anyway, that was the great adventure, canoe adventure with Elvis. A lot of fun. I don't know if I could do it now. I'm in my 60s, and maybe. But like I said, if somehow this guy is around and he stumbles across this video, contact me. Anyway, see you in the next video. Bye.